Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I was told last night when I went to visit my parents that I do too long of an intro, and so I started it a lot later into the 30 seconds. So hopefully you didn't have to wait nearly as long, but I kind of like it. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure how well you guys can hear this, but Michael Bell, my boy Michael Bell, shout out Michael Bell. You can hear me, Michael Bell. Holler at Michael Bell. Michael just posted this on Facebook. It says, Amazon FBA is hard. Should I give up? Now let's listen to the response. No. To the no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. No, no, no. Should I give up on Amazon? It's so hard. No, no, to the no, 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 no. I don't have licensing for that, so we're going to stop it right there. But it's true. Don't give up. Don't give up ever. Thanks, Mike, for posting that. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Give up. Awesome. All right. So today we're going to do a little talking about, this is from Tony. I actually pulled something off of Tony Robbins' website. I'll post all these links once we're done. This is the Mind of Today's Business Owner. There's 5 quick things, and then we're going to go to the real deep portion of our talk, which is the difference between an employee mindset and an entrepreneur's mindset. And a lot of times when we jump into a business and we want to be business owners, we think we want to be business owners, we know we need to change the way we think, but we don't always know what hat to put on. And we've been trained our whole lives to be an employee and what makes a good employee and that we need to be a good employee, but we don't realize it's different when you own the business. So we're going to go through the differences. But we're going to start off with Tony Robbins. And he did a study with Servata, 152 American business owners, and this is the 5 accumulation of stats that he felt we all needed to know. Number 1, many businesses fail. 4% of small businesses in the United States will survive. 4%. That means 96 will shut down within their first 10 years of operation. The odds are stacked against business owners, but the truth is, with the right mentality and resources, entrepreneurs can and will succeed. Number 2, entrepreneurs are more confident in their abilities than their tools. An overwhelming majority, 96% of entrepreneurs surveyed, said they were more confident in their leadership abilities than their growth of scaling their business. These tools that are out there and can help them reach their goals. But not only do you need to find the resources that support your business needs, but you need to continually make sure that those tools and strategies you're using are right for your brand purpose as time goes on. Number 3, most business owners are confident so they can grow their business. Despite not feeling that you have the resources you need, 80% still feel confident they can grow their company. That's because the key to growth isn't about resources, but resourcefulness. Using a growth mindset and finding ways to create raving fans inside and outside your business, you'll find success. Now, when I played this song for my boy Mike Vale, Mike is the owner of Cedar Sense, and he makes amazing flags. And I'm going to do I got to finish editing. I did a video last night. I gave my dad his Christmas present because Mike made it handmade, and it got the USPS loved it so much that when he dropped it off to mail it to me, it took 38 days. I guess everyone that got it just wanted to be like, man, this is amazing. And it's a flag of the province that my dad was born in Holland. And I love it. It's amazing. But I videoed him opening his present last night. So I'm going to cut down a lot of the BS of me talking and stuff and then send that to Mike. But when they go through this, when Tony highlights this and says that you need to create raving fans inside and outside your business. I didn't realize this until we got on to Jane. Literally, Jane does a great job of directing people to your stuff. But they do that for everything on their site. They want all their things to sell. For your thing to sell, they have this little heart that you click and it turns red. Imagine that, a red heart. But what makes your ranking go up while your sale is active is the more people that click on that thing, telling Jane's algorithm, hey, we want to see this at the top. We want to see this. Don't let me forget. I want to buy this. I don't have a list of people. Amazon doesn't give you a list of people. I've sold thousands upon thousands of my rugs. But Amazon doesn't let me know your name. They don't let me know your phone number. I wouldn't call you anyway, but they most importantly don't give me your email address. That's what I want. I want to be able to put you on a list of a mass email that I just push a button. I sent one yesterday to my Jane customers just saying, hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Your business means the world to me and my family because this is how we survive. And having said that, if you like the product that we provide, all I'm asking is for an honest review. 4 or 5, I prefer 5. Most of my reviews are 5-star reviews, even though, I don't ask for a specific star, but I do ask for an honest review. And that's because when people see my product compared to others, or they just see my product and they see, I'm almost at 700 5-star reviews on Amazon right now. When they see that, they're like, okay, well, if that many people say it's good, then it's probably good, and they're going to buy it. But the more people that I can have, I'm in the double digits. I think I've got 40 people on my mailing list, and once I hit triple digits and quadruple digits, and then we get into 10,000s, 100,000s, and a goal for my business is to have them sell to 1 million different people, and it may take 10, 20, 30 years. I don't know how long it's going to take. But it's a goal of mine, and by golly, I'm going to do it. But that's what Tony's talking about. You need raving fans to spread the word. There is nothing in this world that'll spread like wildfire than word of mouth. And if you can get people excited about what you're doing, even a rug, it can go catch like wildfire. And you can, I've got 7,000 units in my garage. Literally, if it caught like wildfire, every single one of those could be gone by this weekend. And it's Friday morning. I'd have to, grab a bunch of people, help me label a bunch of stuff, but we can make it happen. 4, running a business today doesn't always mean freedom. Many people want to run their own companies because they envision having this ultimate dream job. They think you'll have free time and enough money to do whatever you want, but that's not usually the case. Your business goes through transitional phases like a child. In the beginning, it'll need more attention while it's in infancy. And as time goes on, if you find success, you'll eventually be able to experience the financial freedom and open schedule you crave. And for most business owners, that doesn't happen until you sell out, until you sell your business to someone else. So you get a large amount of money for all the hard years and years of hard work you've put in. 13% of business owners feel prepared for recession. Now, this one's a really short one. It pretty much just says you have to have emergency escape plans for tax filings, way to handle internal issues between employees. But most companies don't feel they're ready for that. Not that we're going through a large recession, we are, but it's not like the Dust Bowl days. But when the government's handing out these paychecks to stay at home, and you can't go shopping a lot of the time, or you don't really want to, it becomes a chore to get masked up and deal with social distancing. And literally, when you grab something off a shelf, who touched it before? You don't know. It's easier just to click a few mouse clicks and have it delivered to your front door. So those of us who sell on Amazon haven't really seen anything but sales increase. And so I know that if a true recession came, that my sales would definitely drop, and I don't know that I'm prepared for that. But what we're going through right now, I'm not feeling as much as the small town cafe owner who's having to limit the amount of people in, limit the hours of their employees, and really limit a lot of their own earning potential. So let me copy and paste, throw this up into our screen so you guys can take a look at that. Let's go here and put it in the other one. For those of you who don't know, if you're watching this on my channel, Derek Faber, on my personal Facebook page, then I thank you for that. However, Scarlet Arrow has its own page as well, and Scarlet Arrow's page is all at the same time, so you can watch us both. And this is also on the YouTube channel. And due to Pastor Fred, shout out, Pastor Alfred Moses da Costa Pereira, showed me a website in which I can take my videos and it separates the video file from the audio file and compresses the audio file and then throws it out into the interweb so that this can become a podcast. So I will be working on that in the next week too, to get that out there in case you guys wanted to subscribe to a podcast. And then you have access to every one I've ever done. If you want to go back and listen to something else, or you've missed one, or you like to hear the sound of my voice before you fall asleep at night. I don't know, whatever strikes your fancy, you can do it at that time. But should we give up ever? No, come on, wait to the no. Come on. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Don't give up ever. Don't do it. Don't. Let's go to the mindset. I love that song. That's just, I might make that my ringtone. That would be awesome. 12 important differences between employees and entrepreneurs. So now we're going to put on our serious hats, because guess what? This is something that can change your business. It truly can. Are you able to sacrifice your time and money for building your dream empire? Or are you worried about your monthly paycheck? Are you working for a company with the intention of starting something on your own, or are you working for a company with the intention of acquiring permanent position? Do you add your individual flavors by understanding the depth of the conversation, or do you nod your head slowly and follow instructions blindly? These are two types of workers in any organization, with an employee mindset or an entrepreneurial mindset. And some people surround themselves with these pre-planned deadlines. Some people prefer to work on their future goals. It does not matter whether you're working for a company or not. What matters most is your mindset. And that's what we like to talk about every day. This is perfect. Number one, employees think without starting, while entrepreneurs start without thinking. And if you ask my wife, I do not think a lot of the times before I start projects, because before I know it, I got shit everywhere. And she walks in and she's like, "What were you thinking?" I don't know, but I'm so deep into it, we got to finish. And most of the time, like I could think of one time last summer, I decided I needed to clean out the garage, or at least sweep it out and blow it out, because there was leaves everywhere. So I took everything out of the garage, to the point where cars were stopping by in front of our house and saying, "Is that for sale?" Because they thought I was trying to have a yard sale. And then she walks out and she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "You told me I should have cleaned out the garage. I'm cleaning out the garage." And she's like, "Did you look at what time it is? You're going to be putting this away until 9 or 10 o'clock at night." I didn't hit that we'd already ate dinner and it was like 7 o'clock. So, yeah, it wasn't the smartest decision I ever made. But in the end, we had a clean garage. Well, a cleaner garage. All the crap was still crammed back in there, but the floor was clean. And so I was happy. And that's what happened. Employees restrict their future by thinking and perfecting different skills. Instead of starting things on a positive note, they start doubling their capabilities and strengths. Doubting, not doubling. They start doubting their capabilities and strengths. Entrepreneurs know a little about everything. So they start their work with a little input. They don't waste their time by falling into perfection trap. They believe in learning new things along their journey. Employees wait for the right time. Entrepreneurs mate without thinking about the right time. Employees find different excuses to complete their tasks. They keep postponing their targets. Entrepreneurs have three main boosters to start their work at any time: love, patience, and dedication. Understanding the short-lived nature of these opportunities, they grab the opportunity and come up with different plans. Number three, employees aim for the promotion of their company, while entrepreneurs aim for the promotion of their business. Employees want to promote within the company and get higher and higher and higher to make more money. Entrepreneurs want their business to get more and more promotion so it can not only make more money, but gain more value. The value of your business will eventually make you, the business owner, more money, and employees just care about their paycheck. Employees dream their plans. Entrepreneurs plan their dreams. No matter how big your dreams are, dreams without plans have no significance. Employees build castles in the air. They dream of breaking the 9-to-5 routine. They dream of having that lavish lifestyle. But But on the other hand, entrepreneurs have a solid plan for shaping their dreams. They move ahead with a proper strategy. They don't just dream things and hope they come to true. Their dreams are shaped by their goals. Let's see, what's my watch telling me? Oh, I thought it was telling me to get up and exercise. That's what it does a lot lately. So employees think money is everything, and entrepreneurs' time is everything. Again, this is another huge rocket science. Yes, and we all have the same amount of time every day. We don't have the same amount of money every day. But how you spend your time is more important than how you spend your money. Employees invest in their future growth while focusing on money. They look for the safe returns only. Entrepreneurs know time is money. They shift their focus from money to time by giving ample time for the growth of their company. They are ready to work for months after months with no profits. As they believe in generating wealth, they don't pay attention to initial months of unattractive results. Dad and I had this conversation last night. September 2020. My best day was 197 units in one day. I did 2,298 units in the month. And I think that a lot of times as I ran out of stock and got back into stock and I'm re-ranking, I'm working on refining my listings and making sure that once the ranking hits, I'm prepared for it. And so I'm working, some days if Lynette needs me home early, 6 hours a day, but at least 8 hours a day, if not more, because I work through lunch. But Dad's like, why don't you do this? Well, here's a website you may not make high margins on, but at least you'll be making some money right now. And I'm like, I have to focus on the long term because the short term stuff, yes, a couple extra $100 a week right now is nice. But if I get caught in a shitstorm and I'm not prepared for it, I could be losing tens of thousands of dollars because I'm not ready, like I did last September when I ran out of stock. If I would have, obviously you can't project an explosion from 600 units in 1 month to 2,300 units in 1 month. That's hard to project. But if I had planned, if I had at least some stock in the United States that I could have kept from going out of ranking, then literally it cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably close to between $150,000 and $200,000 in profit was lost because I lost October, November, December. The entire fourth quarter, which is normally the most busiest time of the year for Amazon sellers, I lost because I did not have either product or I totally lost my ranking. So a few $100s a week or a couple $100,000. I know where I want to build this and I know where I want it to go and I have to be prepared for it. So we do on a regular basis is we're working on that. With employees, frustration is permanent. You're doing the same job over and over and over. You get frustrated over and over and over. With an entrepreneur, frustration is temporary. And I laugh at that because it's still permanent. You still have a bunch of bullshit you got to deal with every day. You still got a bunch of different frustration things that happen. But as that one frustrating moment comes to a close, a new one may start, but there is a little bit of brief relief of temporary sanity. And so while what they mean is that the employees, their frustration is the same every single day. Entrepreneurs, they may have a different frustration, but it changes. And it's not permanent because it's always, your life is always changing. Number 7, employees are insecure about their freedom while entrepreneurs free themselves from all their insecurities. Who doesn't want to live life in their own terms, isn't it? On one side, employees want to spread their arms and live life without any boundaries. On the other side, they can contract themselves due to future insecurities. So it's like I want free of all my, I want to make as much money so I'm free of all my boundaries that I may have. But I'm going to lock myself in and I'll sign a 2-year contract with you because I don't want to have to worry about that. So I'm insecure about my future. It's definitely a rat race. Anyway, entrepreneurs live life on the edge. It doesn't mean they don't focus on their commitments. They're just good at calculating the right amount of risk for every strategy. Nothing like betting on yourselves, guys. Employees work hard. Entrepreneurs work smartly. Smarter, not harder. It says, I don't understand this. Employees rub their ass to get in the boss's good books. I've never rubbed my ass to get in anybody's good books, but maybe I should start trying. I don't know. By doing good work, more and more files pile up on your desk. Entrepreneurs classify their work by categorizing them under a certain category as urgent or not urgent. And then they follow Pareto's principle by doing 20% of the work that generates 80% of the results. It's kind of like what I was talking about. I have been saying all week, and I'll probably say for the next 5 or 6 weeks, I'm doing back-end keyword search and maximization my keywords because I'm a registered on Amazon with my logo. And so I'm brand registered, which means that I have access to far more tools than just a regular business seller. Having said that, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of behind the scenes searching. Like I can put keywords attached to certain pictures and stuff like that. It's a mess to explain, but it's going to take forever. But I don't just see a problem come across my desk and say, I'll do that whenever I'm done with this, knowing I probably won't be done with this until March. I stop what I'm doing now, I get to this, and then I go back to what I was doing, because if I did that by the time March came across, I would have an insurmountable task list of things to do. So you have to prioritize. You have to have urgent and not urgent, and you have to make sure you know what you're doing. Employees fall under a particular job category, and entrepreneurs create their own profile. Employees have to perform tasks according to their respective job profiles. Irrespective of their interests, they are forced to work in an alien environment. Entrepreneurs are not specialists, as they have to lead group from front. They perform general tasks. They enjoy autonomy and independence. Employees blame others, and entrepreneurs correct themselves. Entrepreneurs have to look in the mirror and say, the buck stops here. It doesn't matter who the fault of it is. I'm the one responsible for it. Let's make corrections so it doesn't happen again. Employees want to point the finger like my 2 little kids of who did what and when, and who should get in trouble, because they know that someone's going to get in trouble. In order to achieve something big in life, you need to have the courage to accept your faults. Highlight that and remember it. Say it to yourself every day. In order to achieve something big in life, you need to have the courage to accept your faults. There is no use in playing the blame game. Workers with an employee mindset have a habit of blaming, justifying, complaining. While entrepreneurs know they are responsible for all their decisions, instead of suppressing their mistakes, they are open to accepting their mistakes. Employees look at holidays as relief, while entrepreneurs look at holidays for strengthening beliefs. Employees wait for the holidays so they can get out and relieve themselves from the office stress, while entrepreneurs sit back and hopefully have somewhat peace and quiet to go over their business plans for the upcoming week. The last one, employees break down after failure. Entrepreneurs wake up after failure. Now, I don't like the word failure. I think it's a very negative-based word. I don't like to use it. I don't like to accept it. I like to think that we are just having to redirect. We're having a redirection of things. And I don't think, I would like to reword this into my own way of verbiage. Employees break down after failure, while entrepreneurs take the slap in the face and change their path. Literally, if you're going in a direction and you get slapped with something that's not working, a lot of times it's like a slap in the face. You wake up, you jolt up, you change direction, you do something different. But you don't just immediately do it. You have to weigh it out. You have to plan so you're not getting dragged back the other way. So anyway, guys, this has been fun. We just hit 24 minutes. I appreciate those of you that stayed through the whole time. I am excited about this coming week. I'm excited for this weekend. I know. Before we forget, let's do this. Let's copy this article we just went through together and put those on there for you. There you go. And there you go. Everybody has access to those now. All right. So I've got a lot of busy work to get done today, but I'm going to leave you with this question. Should you ever give up? Should you ever give up? No. Come on, to the no, no, no. Come on. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. To the no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Hell no. To the no, no. To the no, no, no. I can listen to this all day. And if you watch the video, guys, we're in a white suit. pimp in white suit.
No, 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 no.
No, no, no,
No.
Thank you, Michael Vale, for your contribution today. God loves you, so do I. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday.